session saved. Oh, there's Sheri.
What time is it?
Sorry, you know what? I think I have my audio off.
Sorry, I had mine on off. She has been, she recorded the last one, and we're just trying to figure out how to put it onto our YouTube channel.
Okay.
So people that missed our Zoom sessions will be able to see them.
Okay. All right. That's great. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Hello,
Do you have-
everyone.
Hi, Sheri.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna mute now.
That's okay. Let me get the other one set up here. That's me. There we go. And I need to why isn't it flipping? There we go. There we go. So I'm going to go in and make this our spotlight. Hooray! Welcome, everyone.
Hi.
Hope everyone is doing well. Getting messages up here on my screen. Not sure why it's so pixelated today, but I think a lot of people are using Zoom these days, and maybe our connection isn't that great here at the store. There we go.
Not bad.
All right, still a little crooked, but hopefully we can all see well. Welcome to our first part of our Zoom crop this afternoon. We're gonna be doing some fun stuff. I started playing yesterday, and once I got playing, I'm realizing we need more time. So that's why I set up a second session for this afternoon. So hopefully you can join us for both sessions. If not, I will be recording, so we will try and figure out, as Darlene was saying, how to post it online and get that YouTube thing all worked out. Very laggy today. Is everybody seeing everything okay? One, just give me a thumbs up in your... So we're going to do some ink blending using Distress Oxides, and we're going to play with some blending brushes. So that's what we're going to play with today. I've got a whole bunch of eggs that I have die cut out. Wow, really laggy today. My apologies, ladies. I've cut these out of Nina cardstock. So for the techniques we're going to be doing today, you do want more of a smooth paper as opposed to the usual textured paper that we often use in scrapbooking and card making. Like I said, I've cut this out of pound Nina paper, which is what we also use for our carpet coloring, and it gives a really nice smooth finish and allows us to do some really fun stuff. And like I said, we're using Distress Oxides. We just got in the brand new storage tin. We've been asking Tim for a storage tin for as long as I can remember, and he has finally come out with one. So this one holds a whole bunch of your oxides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 oxide inks, or if you have the large size of the regular Distress ink, then these also fit in there. So great storage compartment for all of your inks. I'm going to keep referring to my list here, but we're going to use the Distress Oxides with stencils. We're going to do some basic blending. Just like this, and I'm going to show you some different stuff that you can do with oxides. Then in part 2, we're going to take some of these things and we are going to play with some metallics. Oh, get on the camera there. So look at that pretty shiny orange. We've got black here on this egg. I've played with some enamel sheets. Really not showing up very well, so hopefully okay on your end. And I've also played with some flock. So this stuff is actually fuzzy. Gives a real textural element to your piece. All right, so I'm just gonna jump right in. Thank you all who are on mute. And if you want to ask a question, you can just unmute and shout it out. Or we can try and set up the comments section, and you can just type your comments in there. But I think there's only a few of us on right now, so we will just do the old shout out kind of thing, and I'll try and answer everything as we go along. All right, sitting down. So like I said, we're using oxides today. Distress Oxide is a little bit of a different kind of ink because it is a hybrid of water-based ink as well as pigment ink. So this gives it a real intensity of color. You can stamp with it. You can stamp with it on dark paper as well. When you're doing the ink blending, I found it didn't show up as well on the dark paper. Oh, too close, there we go. But when you're stamping, it shows quite beautifully on dark paper, especially if you're using a lighter ink color. And then we could also do some fun techniques with it, like spray it with water, and it does some reacting. And I've got another technique that I didn't do a sample for, but we'll jump right in and play with it. The other
Sheri.
use are blending brushes. We carry two different brands here in the store. One is from Tailored Expressions, and they are all these colored ones.
Sheri,
Yes?
sorry to interrupt. Can you close one of your I think two of your speakers are on right now, so there's an echo.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't think I turned it on the phone. Let me
I think somebody's got their mic on. That's what you're hearing.
No, we can't hear you.
okay, so now can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so it's just me. That's only the one.
Okay, the other one. Okay.
On. Okay, let's see if that's a little bit better. Do I still sound echoey, Darlene?
No,
Okay.
much better.
Awesome.
You have 3 types.
Oh, Matt's pointing out that we do have 3 types in the store. We also have the blending brushes from Nuvo. So the Tailored Expressions ones are the colored ones, and they come in a set of 10, so you get one of each color. And a lot of people like that so that they can determine, okay, this is what I'm going to use for my purple ink. This is the one that I'm going to use for my blue ink and whatnot. Then there's also the Picket Fences ones. These were the original ones that came out. So they've got all have the black handles. They all have the brown bristles. As long as you clean them, I don't think it really matters whether you keep the same color or not, because some people have a preference. And then, like I said, there's now the Nuvo brand as well. I haven't cracked these open from the package yet, but I believe that they're very similar, and Nuvo is a great brand with great quality products, so that's always something that's good to use. All right.
Two questions, Sheri.
Yeah? Is that a question?
I have 2. Do you have the Tailored Expressions in stock right now?
I believe so. We have 1 pack left.
Can you save that for me? I've been trying to find it. And
Alrighty, I can't see who's asking that question.
it's Carolyn.
Carolyn, yep, absolutely. We'll put it aside.
And do you have the stand?
These guys?
Is that the stand for the colored ones for the Tailored Expressions?
Oh, the actual Tailored Expressions one? No, I do not have the carousel.
Okay, if you get one in, I'll take one, but I'll pick those brushes up this week. Thank you.
Alrighty, well, no problem. What we can do is I can send you an email with the link to purchase it online, and then it's ready for you to pick up.
Awesome. Thanks, Sheri.
Alrighty. Now I've lost my train of thought. Anyway, so we're talking about the brushes. So back in the day, before all these brushes came out, what you would use to blend with your oxide inks or your distress inks are these blending tools that Tim Holt came out with, or Ranger came out with. It comes with a handle and a little piece of foam that you then attach together with Velcro and you use to blend. They worked really great, but they did have a bit of a learning curve. Plus, because this is a solid area, it did make it more difficult to blend, and sometimes you got circle marks in your blending, and I know people got very frustrated with that. So these brushes, they are not foam, they are actually individual bristles. I don't know if you can see it well on the camera here, but they're individual bristles, so they do give a much softer look when you are blending. The other thing that's nice to know about these, and this is going to hurt my heart to do this, but that you can't press too hard on them. You can even take your brush and go all the way back like this, and it won't break. I've done this a few times, hurts my heart every time, but I'm so afraid it's going to snap. But that just goes to show that when you're blending, you can't press too hard. You're not going to break those bristles. So that's enough about the goodies, the product. Let's jump in with how we're actually going to use them. So I'm going to start with, Twisted Citron, sorry, is probably one of my favorite colors from Tim Holtz. I like the bright green. I like the nice vibrancy of the color. And I'm going to start with using one of the Picket Fences brushes. Now, you can do this just on a regular paper surface, but they do say that doing it on a non-porous surface like a glass mat allows you to kind of scoop up the extra ink so that you're using a lot less ink and getting a lot more out of it. So all you're going to do is you're going to take it, you're going to kind of scrub it into your ink. So you load up your brush with some nice ink there. And then starting off your paper in a circular motion, you're going to bring color onto your paper, like so. And you can go back and get some more ink. And you just keep building it up. If you want more intensity of color, you just keep layering it and layering it. So that you've got some nice color there. And then you can go right into a darker color. So because I've started with light, I'm not even going to clean, actually I'm going to clean my bristles a little bit. I just got a scrap of white paper here that I'm just going to kind of rub just to get rid of some of that excess ink. And then I'm going to go into my dark. And again, starting off the page, you can see how that blends really nicely to give that tonal look to your egg. Now here I've done more of that monochromatic look where I've got a light green and a dark green. I am going to just quickly wipe my surface. And, oh, here are my baby wipes. Just to kind of get rid of some of the mess here. Let it dry a little bit before I put my next page down, cover up my lids. So like I said, you can do that monochromatic look where you've got dark and light tones. You could even do 3 different tones in there. Or the other nice thing about the oxides is that you can blend and mix colors. So this time I'm going to use both pink and yellow. So I'm going to grab my mustard seed and my picked raspberry. I'm going to start with the pink. Let me put these away since I've got this beautiful case here. I'm going to start with the pink. Give it a scrub. I'm going to start off my paper, build up my pink here on the bottom half. Some people like to hold the head for more control. Some people prefer off the side. You're going to learn the way that you like it best. So there's my pink, but now I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to scrub in my yellow, and I'm going to, so you can see I've got the yellow building here, but when I start to overlap it, look what happens. It starts to bring out an orangey color. So you can blend them together. So if you don't have orange, all you have to do is blend your yellow and your pinks together to create that beautiful look. And you can see how easy it is. I mean, we just did this in seconds, and that's already a beautiful egg that you could stamp a little pattern on. You could put a little sentiment on it, pop it on a card, and you're ready to go. What else can we do with these guys? Oh, we can do stencils. Yeah, I'm gonna clean this off. Matthew, could you grab me a paper towel, please? Just so I can dry off my surface. So I'm gonna grab, this is a stencil that we have from Tonic Studios. It's it's not very similar. It is the one that I use to make this type of look on my egg. So that way I need, thank you, kind sir. Matt's gonna wave to everybody.
Where?
Under here.
Under here?
Just kind of wave. I don't know if you saw that, but he's here checking off orders, taking orders in, doing all that fun stuff while I get to play and craft with you guys. All right, so I'm gonna take another egg, put it down on my surface. I'm gonna take my stencil, I'm gonna lay it over top. Now, I don't know if you can see on the stencil, there's actually a little flower kind of right here in the center. I'm gonna center that on my egg so that when I have my final design, it looks beautiful and nice and centered, because, you know, some of us like to have some order to our creativity. I'm just using some purple tape to hold down the stencil so it doesn't move on me. And I'm gonna get that blue out. That was Blueprint Sketch. So I'm using mustard seed, picked raspberry, and Blueprint Sketch. Oh, don't want to throw stuff at myself. And just to do it similar to this one, I'm going to start with the blue and work my way through. And you can see it's got some green in there, it's got some orange in there, and these work beautifully for that purpose. All right. So just gonna build up some color as I move in that circular motion. All right, I'm gonna move into my yellow. And look at that green start to appear. And last, maybe my pink. Build up some more color. There we go. All right, and then all you have to do is lift. And look how beautiful that is in just seconds. Running out of time already. This meeting will end in 10 minutes. I'm wondering if that somehow started early. All right, let's get rid of that. All right, so I better pick up the pace a little bit. That's how you use the stencils with your oxide. Now, your stencil looks like this. All I do is I take it to the tap and I run it under the water and then turn it face down on a paper towel to let it dry. So that's an easy peasy part of that. And I'm gonna wipe my surface here, clean up for the next one. That's the other nice thing about the glass mat is that it cleans up so easily. Oop, there's the phone. It's been a busy day here so far today. Here's using a stencil just with a single color. And I did a bunny rabbit too. Now I'm gonna show you how to do this little splatter technique next. So I'm gonna take my egg. Let's pick a different color this time. I'm gonna choose, what have I got here? Let's do Spice Marmalade. Spice Marmalade is a fun color. This technique definitely looks better with darker colors, but you can do it with lighter ones as well. So I'm gonna just ink up my my brush and I'm gonna blend it in here, create my beautiful orange egg. All right, flip it over, Get the other side. And because these are partly water-based ink and they are designed to react with water, this is where the water really comes into play, and we're going to do this spray technique. So I'm just using a Tim Holtz spray bottle. You can use any kind of spray bottle if you've got a little travel one or a little mister. And all you're going to do is you're just going to lightly spritz and then watch the magic happen. Like so. So those little dots are going to, see if I can get it closer. Can you guys see it okay there? Maybe I'll do a darker one. Let's go back to that blueprint sketch and do a darker one. All right. Close up my orange. Go back to my blue. All right. And so there we've got our nice dark blue. And again, when I spritz it, and there you go. See how it does that real cool speckled look. Now there's one last thing that we can do using water, since I've got less than 5 minutes to go. You can have a lot of fun just by creating your own palette on the paper. And let's grab another color. I'm going to do my Twisted Citron here like this. And then I'm going to do, let's do pink since I've got it here. Do this like this. So I've made a real mess here, but it's going to be all right. I'm going to take one of my eggs. I'm going to spritz my palette here like this. And then I can do things like this. And look. Looks like real tie-dyed eggs. I'm going to get some more pink in there. And so on and so forth. So there's a whole bunch of techniques just with using the Distress Oxide. I'm going to unmute all of you. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask.
Sheri,
There we go.
and do I check in? Is the meeting the same number at 2 o'clock?
No, there's a different number.
Okay.
It went out in the email this morning.
I'll check the email. Okay.
I have it here. Do you want it?
Sure.
It's 969
969
171
171.
243.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome. And it starts at 2 p.m.
Sure. Be there. I'll see you then.
So that'll give me a couple of minutes to clean up, take a break, and we can go into the second session. Now, I think what I'm going to try, I'm going to go into the settings and I'm going to turn off, I'm going to block you guys from joining until I get on, because I think what happened is you guys may have joined a little bit early, so it started the meeting early, which is why we're running out of time really quickly. And trust me, I need all 30 minutes for the second session. So if you can't get in, it'll just say you have to wait for the host and I will get on as soon as I can. All right, does anyone have any questions? No? All right, well, we will see you again at 2 o'clock. What's that, Darlene?
Nope.
Oh,
Nothing.
you were just waving goodbye?
Waiting.
Okay. All right, everyone, we'll see you at 2 o'clock for round 2, and I'll show you some fun stuff with foil. In the meantime, if you think of questions that you want to ask, drop me an email, or we can hopefully have a couple minutes at the end of the next session to ask some questions as well. Take care, everyone. We'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
See you in a bit. Bye.
Bye, thanks.